What's up, Headless Horde? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking Rings of Power, and what I have for you is my top 6 predictions for the finale that'll be airing this Thursday. Now, before I get to that, I need you guys to do me a massive favor and hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and we're going to go ahead and dig deep into these predictions. Once again, I have not read any of the books. All I know are the movies and what I am watching on Amazon Prime. I completely understand if you do not like the series because it breaks lore. I get it. I was the same way with The Acolyte. But listen, I have nothing else to base it on but just watching the show for a show. So please, if you're going to voice your opinion, you're more than welcome to. Just stay away from the hatred because it is not welcome on the channel. All right, here we go. Prediction number 1. We have seen throughout the second season that Sauron is secretly tricking Celebrimbor into creating the Rings of Power. So we started off with the Elven Rings at the end of season 1. We then see them at the early parts of the season create the Dwarven Rings. And now toward the end, we finally have the 9 rings for men. All of these special rings will allow Sauron to control all of Middle-earth. By the end of Season 2, Sauron needs only to give out the 9 rings to powerful men who will eventually become the Nazgul. The Nazgul are his evil servants, and we see them in the original trilogy as the Ring Wraiths. Now, up to this point, we do not know who the 9 men are who actually become these Ring Wraiths. So my first prediction is that after he leaves Celebrimbor, he is going to head over to Numenor, and I believe that one of the final scenes that we will see in the finale is that he's going to be given the first Rings of Men to Pharazôn, and then Pharazôn will eventually become one of the Nazgul. Prediction number 2. So we know that this entire series has been following the stranger on his journey to figure out who he is and to get back his memory. Although I think that he has taken a back seat in season 2, I think that we're finally going to get the answer we want in the finale. I think it's almost certain that he is a wizard, and he's also going to end up being Gandalf the Grey. Now, the showrunners could go another route and give him one of Gandalf's other names that he is known as. These would include Olorin or Mithrandir. Also, his search for his staff could also symbolize a pivotal moment in his transformation or realization of his role in Middle-earth. And I think this will be a welcome part of the show because now we're just moving toward how much he will matter in the grand scheme of things fighting Sauron. Prediction number 3. Now, I think this is probably the easiest one to predict. We have now seen Celebrimbor. He's made the Rings of Power. He's been manipulated by Sauron. And at this point, I think Sauron is kind of done with him. And I feel like Celebrimbor's story is probably going to come to an end. The reason why is that the rings have been made. He's now actually opposing Sauron. And I think that his death, although will be very, very sad, he is one of the best characters, I believe, in season 2. But we are going to lose him. And the elves will lose one of the greatest blacksmiths. And overall, it's going to end up giving Sauron even more power. So I do believe that we are going to lose him. So R.I.P. Celebrimbor. Prediction number 4. I think that there could be a huge growing problem between the elves and the dwarves. The dwarves did not end up helping the elves in the big battle, basically because they have their own civil war they have to deal with right now. But I could see how this could cause arguments between the two groups, making it harder for them to work together in the future. The conflict might be important as the story continues. And we know that Gimli and Legolas ended up always not really liking each other in the beginning. Now, I know there's other things that happen between these two factions, so I don't think this is the beginning of it all, but I definitely don't think that it will help. And the one thing I really look forward to is to see the dynamic changes in the relationship between Durin and Elrond. Prediction number 5. We have seen Adar acting against Sauron now this entire season. But his own orcs at this point, they may turn on him because they're tired of fighting and unsure about his leadership. There's even an orc in the last episode who asked Adar that does he even care about them anymore? And Adar even says something similar to like, only as much as my heart can handle. And I don't think that's the correct answer. And I feel like Adar might be murdered by the orcs. And then this would allow Sauron to take full control of the orc army and all of their land. And this could make Sauron even stronger as we get to season 3. Prediction number 6. So we have not seen this character in quite a while, and he's definitely taking a back seat in season 2. But I think that this character is going to be one of the bigger characters in season 3 just because of what is coming. So I think that Isildur, and remember, he is going to be an important king one day. He is destined to play a huge role in the future, especially in fighting against Sauron. And I think he is going to take on a much larger role because they need to start developing this character as a leader. And I think that Arondir is probably dead, so he is going to take care of the people of Gondor, and he's going to become the new leader. All right, well, those are my 6 predictions for the season 2 finale of the Rings of Power. Let me know your predictions down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to keep those heads on, and I'll see you guys in the next video.